Good evening. It is Wednesday, August 2nd, 2023, and welcome to the Town of Carmel Town Board meeting. Tonight is a voting meeting, and we have a public hearing that we're going to do, and we have a very special presentation to do after we do the Pledge of Allegiance. So if everyone please rise and face the flag. Councilman Lombardi will lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to
the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
To the extent we remain standing for a moment of silence for all those men and women who are out there every night protecting our freedoms and providing us with the blanket of freedom that we live under each and every day. Thank you.
Thank you. So I call this meeting to order, and I ask our town clerk, Ann Spofford, to do a roll call attendance, please.
Councilman Baranowski.
Here.
Councilman Lombardi.
Here.
Councilwoman McDonough. Here. Councilman Shannell.
Here.
Supervisor Kazari.
Here. We have many first responders in the audience, and they are here about the endangered missing that all these wonderful people helped to find and save his life. So Chief Hoffman, I give it to you.
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor, members of the board. Good evening. Before I get to that, I'd just like to thank everyone that came out, our department, members of the board, the public, for joining us at our National Night Out last night. It was a great event at Chamber Park. Everyone had a great time. It was beyond our expectations, and we really look forward to having next year's even better. So thank you all for that. The reason I'm here tonight is to recognize members of the Carmel Police Department, along with our partner public safety agencies and community volunteers, in an incident that began back on Thursday, July 27th. The evening of that night, the Carmel Police were notified of a missing endangered man from Myrtle Avenue in Mahopac. The man had gone for a walk and had some medical conditions which made him an endangered missing, which kind of ramped up our response. Carmel Police Patrol, Carmel Police Detectives, our K-9 unit, our drone unit all responded to the scene, along with the assistance of the Putnam County Sheriff's Office and their patrol deputies and their investigators and their drone unit and K-9, along with the New York State Police and their special units, Westchester County Police, Mahopac Falls Volunteer Fire Department. And a concerted effort was tried that evening to find the individual, Mr. Clayton. Unfortunately, it was unsuccessful. This search and investigation continued over the weekend, actually, and we ended up on Monday morning. As we investigated through the neighborhood, we were finally able to recanvass and find Mr. Clayton on home security footage, walking up Rustic Road and into the Pouting Rock Road neighborhood. And through a search with the Westchester County Police Department Aviation Unit and the New York State Police K-9 Unit, Carmel Police Department K-9 Unit, we were able to locate Mr. Clayton in a very densely wooded area behind Carmine Drive and Pouting Rock Road. We were able to get to him with the help of the Mahopac Falls Volunteer Fire Department. We got him to an ambulance. They got him to a helicopter. He was airlifted to Westchester Medical Center, where I've been told today he is recovering. He's got some lingering issues from the exposure, but he's going to do well. So I'd just like to acknowledge all the first responder agencies that participated in this search, investigation, and rescue. First of all, our own Carmel Police Department, our patrol, our detectives, our K-9 unit, our drone, and our dive team. The Putnam County Sheriff's Office, their investigators, their patrol deputies, their K-9 unit, their drone unit. The Westchester County Department of Public Safety, the Westchester County Police, as we know them, their K-9 teams, their aviation unit, and their drone unit. The New York State Police, Troop K, especially, I'd also specifically, like to recognize Trooper Porteous and K-9 Jet. Them, along with our K-9, Petro, and Officer DeSantolo, were able to locate Mr. Clayton. So kudos to them. Again, another save. The New York State Department of Environmental Conservation Forest Rangers, they came down, they helped us out. Their human tracking abilities are second to none, and we wouldn't have been able to accomplish what we did without them. And of course, the Mahopac Falls Volunteer Fire Department, excellent. We always have an excellent relationship with them. We camped out in their firehouse for a weekend. We use it as a command post. We use their resources. They provided medical assistance, and they also provided their members to help us search, along with the Mahopac Fire Department, the Carmel Fire Department, and the Putnam County Bureau of Emergency Services Technical Rescue Team. Those are our first responder agencies. In addition to that, we also had volunteer search and rescue teams from the New York Federation of Search and Rescue Teams, including Disaster and Wilderness Ground Searchers, Catskill Mountain Search and Rescue, and Sam's Point Search and Rescue. So I'd just like to acknowledge all of you. Thank you on behalf of the Carmel Police Department, the Town of Carmel, and the Clayton family. Excellent job well done, and I'm proud to work with all of you. So thank you. And we have some certificates here for each agency. Unfortunately, to name all the individuals involved, we'd be here all night. So if we could just have a representative from each agency come up and get a certificate from Lieutenant Bodo. You want the mic? There you go.
And I could get my legislator, Aaron Crowley, representing our congressman, 17th District, Michael Lawler. Want to say something?
Unfortunately,
Be
Congressman
quick.
Lawler, yes, sir. Unfortunately, Congressman Lawler can't be here tonight, but on behalf of the 17th District, we are beyond lucky, and these amazing people that are here today, what brings this community together, keeps us safe. We are the 7th safest county, I think, in the United States, am I right? Or town in the United States. And if you guys keep it up, we're going to be #1. So thank you so much for all your hard work, taking your time away from the family, working together, and just really coming together as a community, which is what we are. So thank you for keeping us safe.
So the first on the list is Carmel PD. Vinny, if you'd come get this. It's detectives, K-9, the drone, and the dive team. These are from 94th Assembly District, Matt Slater, and also from the 17th Congressional, Mike Lawler. Get him a bone. Do we have somebody from the SO? Oh, Vinny.
Matt Shelters can come up too. Investigator.
Yeah, thank you very much for your drone and all your help and your
Thank you, investigator.
off-the-road vehicle that you wrecked. Oh, Westchester County, K-9 drone patrol, aviation, most important.
Thank you very much. We appreciate it.
Thank you very much. And the New York State Police, K-9 patrol, drone, investigators. Thank you, Pat. Oh, NCON. Do we have any NCON people here? Oh, Forest Rangers. Oh, sorry, Forest Ranger. Hmm? You did?
Thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Thank you. Oh, Mahopac Falls Volunteer Fire Department, Chief?
Search and rescue, dive team, EMS, and ambulance.
And Mahopac Volunteer Fire Department, Search and Rescue Team. Thank you, Chief. Yeah, Carmel's here. Carmel Volunteer Fire Department, Search and Rescue, Chief Lipton. Did you remember where we are? I did. Yeah. Oh, yes, the Putnam County Bureau of Emergency Services Tactical Rescue Team. I didn't know we had one of those. Thank you for your help. We really do appreciate it. Who's that?
These are the volunteer groups. I don't know if anyone.
Oh, yes.
New York Federation of Search and Rescue.
Is there anyone here representing New York Federation of Search and Rescue?
Joe, can you, well, yeah, a few of them, you can forward it, yeah, I'll give them to you.
And then,
These are all the volunteers.
yeah, there was Sam Search and Rescue and
Yeah, that's all. I can,
and Red Cross too in there, or no?
no, these are all the volunteer, search and rescuers.
So again, on behalf of the Carmel Town Board and all the people in the town of Carmel, thank you so much for all of you. You really are appreciated. Thank you.
Take a group picture. You guys want to go take a group?
Want to take a picture with the dogs?
Oh, yeah.
Outside? All right, so. The dogs? We're just taking a picture with the dogs outside. We'll be right back. There's about 10 items for your voting. I don't believe there's anything that pertains to the event. This is the agenda, a couple of police promotions, there'll be ceremonial next week. Financial report, it's all posted online, but I don't think there's anything. Okay. No, it'll be next, there's one every week, first two weeks of the month, so. Which is? Did I see what zoning was? Were you zoning talking about that, that was a restricted covenant, is that you? Okay. Grateful, sir. Okay. Okay. I hope that it went well when you were there.
How about you? Yeah? Really? That's good. Best of luck. Yeah, I started to try to, and then I said, no, and then
Well, this is the hard copy.
but if I could get the
Yeah, it's easy,
cut and paste it.
much easier.
Too many.
I hear you. Everything I send that email.
I would bring her to the, I remember when she would come in. I would say about 2 years ago. She was starting to set. It was, yeah, I would say that she was. Stuff was always. He would come in, well, he always stops, says hello.
Did your kids tell you I saw them down at the did. We were online for the showcase. And all of a sudden, we went into the same line.
Yeah. I missed it. I went down, Mary was at the beginning of the week with the kids, and I go down the end of the week with the kids.
Oh, okay.
So we kind of split it up.
Okay.
I missed the showplace this year.
The showplace is so much fun. I mean, it's like, I love the ice cream there, but, I mean, it was fun.
Yeah.
Would you
It was
go? Sure.
Yeah, well, we are.
Oh,
We went down the same time.
oh, you went down the same time.
Me, all of the kids.
I was at
and my mom.
Tuckerton, which is right across from Albion.
Oh,
Yeah,
we
my
probably
kids
waved to
cut-
you.
My kids, we were there after we took the kids to our press from Saturday to Saturday. They went home. Saturday, the night went to Tuckerton. Be with Pete's cousin. We were there for the weekend, on Monday. So now I smell a dog.
I know. Yeah, it was fun.
So did you guys stay in one place?
We all stayed in one place. There was 17 of us.
Probably.
No.
Excuse me, Ann, will this be?
Yeah,
3 or
but,
4.
Next year we'll probably have to get 2 houses and 2 more babies. So, but it was fun.
Is this local law number 3 or 4?
4.
4.
And I think we're gonna waive the reading of the legal notice.
Yes, we are. Yeah, so all we have is the resolutions.
What I always do is like, if adopted, it's number 4.
If adopted,
because
and you'll
we've had
say it after
issues where-
the fact.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah,
You'll say it
yeah.
after it's voted on, then you'll say it.
Well, when you offer it as number, you can offer it as
Yeah,
number 4.
right.
But we've had instances where we've had a local law not go through, and
Or
somebody.
another one jumped in front of it.
Exactly.
Yeah, we've
It
had that.
becomes an issue with the Department of State.
Like they're perfect.
I know.
Sorry, I'll just get it from him. Or Sean. Okay, then. Oh, we're good? All right. So if any town resident would like to get up for 5 minutes, you're welcome to approach the microphone and
Hi, good evening. So my name is Adriana Wise, and I'm a resident of Carmel, New York. So I will not be using a script, but basically, I'm trying to present the position of the New York Citizens Audit. So basically, it was found through research by Mr. Andrew Paquette, who actually requested records from the New York State Board of Elections on several occasions, and whose main research is actually based on records obtained in October of 2021, thus very likely the same records that were used statewide for the 22 election. So it was discovered that a lot of voters were cloned, quote, quote, which means that they had duplicate records. So this research work is actually two-pronged. There is a canvas part of it where members of the New York Citizens Audit are actually going door to door to a randomly selected, limited list of people from every county, trying to find out whether, they moved within the county or across different counties, and therefore whether there would be a legitimate reason for them to have multiple records into the New York State Board of Elections voter roll. So that's the one aspect. The other aspect is the scientific research conducted by Dr. Andrew Paquette, who actually claims to have observed a number of algorithms being used in mapping the county-issued voter ID numbers onto New York State issued Board of Election ID numbers. And in doing that research, he really did observe patterns. And he is describing those patterns in a research paper, which I hope was distributed to you already by Ms. Susan Cadu. The paper can explain it, much better than I can, but basically the idea is indeed that for this multiple mapping to be unobservable to an external observer, even if they do obtain a precise copy of the State Board of Election database. So the purpose of that is to actually obfuscate the presence of a voter ID record pertaining to the same person, but that actually exists in a number of different places across the New York State Board of Election database. So that's the idea. And what they want to do is indeed try to have townships like ours vote on a resolution to actually demand from the state an end-to-end audit, which would really look into reconciling the county voter rolls with the state voter rolls, identify these duplicates, and when I say duplicates, there can be up to 10 or more per any single person. So this is nothing, this is not conspiracy theory. This is just something that would really want an end-to-end audit of these elections and indeed cleaning the statewide voter rolls. So that was all I can tell, right now. What I would like personally to happen is for the director of the organization to come back to the county and make a presentation, and perhaps even involving Mr. Andrew Paquette himself, and make that presentation to convince. Thank you.
thank you very much. Sure.
My name is Susan Cadu. I'm also part of
Susan,
New
you
York.
want to bring the mic a little lower?
Okay. I'm also part of New York Citizens Audit, and Basically, it's an all-volunteer group, citizens that just got together. They put the FOIL request in to New York State Board of Elections, all the County Board of Elections, and the Secretary of State's website. All of the information that they used to come up with all of these numbers is right from the Board of Elections. The biggest issue, well, there's a lot of very big issues, but there are over 1.2 million of the what Adriana had called clones, but they are actually now counterfeit registrations. We are able to call them counterfeit registrations because of that peer-reviewed journal she talked about, triple peer-reviewed. This is scientific fact. This exists in our voter rolls right now. They ran the 2022 election on it. They ran the 2023 primary on it, and they're going to run the 2023 and the 2024 on it if we don't get an audit. And honestly, how many of you would do your taxes completely honestly if you knew you never were going to get audited? Why are they not audited? The voter roll was installed in 2007, and at that time, the algorithms were placed in it, all entered together. They've never been audited since 2007. If they knew they were never going to be audited, and if they know they're never going to be audited, that's a problem. They should be held to the standard that the citizens are, and that's all I have to say. There's a lot more information, but you have an inch and a half of packet there to sort through. Does anybody have any questions? No? Thank you. Okay. Oh, last thing. Rick Green from my constitutional class said two things. A politician is concerned about their next election, and a patriot is concerned about the next generation. So please, be patriots. Thank you.
Well said. Thank you. Thank you. So if there are no other public comments, we will move on to our public hearing. We're having a public hearing on a proposed local law amending Chapter 156 of the Code of the Town of Carmel entitled Zoning. This is to do with the smoke shops and vape shops. If there are no objections in the audience, we're going to waive the reading of the public notice.
Second.
Okay. All those in favor of waiving the reading of the notice? Aye. Aye. Okay, so we're going to waive the reading. I see no one signed up to speak about the topic, but if anyone wants to get up and speak about the proposed code change. Okay, seeing as how there's no comments on our public hearing, can I get a motion to, yeah, didn't we? Oh, all right, can I get a motion to open the public hearing?
So moved.
All right. Okay, all in favor? Aye. So now, public comment? Yeah. Oh, all right, so now it's open. If there are no public comments, can I get a motion to close the public hearing? Second. So seconded by Councilman McDonough. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. So then our first resolution coming off of the public hearing is making secret determination in regard to the proposed local law number, I don't really have a number.
If adopted, it'll be 4.
If adopted, it would be 4 for 2023, amending Chapter 156 of the Town Code of the Town of Carmel entitled Zoning. Councilman Lombardi, you want to read that for us?
Sure. Resolve the Town Board of Town of Carmel hereby determines that local proposed law number 4, establishing a moratorium in regards to the issuance of permits for smoke shops and vape shops under Chapter 156 of the Town Code of the Town of Carmel, is a Type 2 action under SECR, NYCRR Section 617.5 C33, and no further review is necessary. I offer this resolution as read.
Second. Seconded by Councilman Shannell. We could just, all in favor, right?
Yep.
Yeah, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, so 1A is passed. Our second is, well, first we have to do a motion to close. So can I get a motion to close the public hearing?
So moved.
We did.
We closed the public
Oh, yeah,
hearing, so that was the
we're on
secret.
resolutions.
So now you're going to pass the law.
Adopt the law as notice to publish. Somebody has that, if you want to move forward, that's
You have it? No.
I don't see it.
So I'll,
All right, so a motion to adopt the local law as noticed and published.
So moved.
A second?
Second.
So that's a roll call?
Councilman Baranowski. Councilman Lombardi.
Aye.
Councilwoman McDonough. Councilman Shannell.
Yes.
Supervisor Kazari.
Yes. So the moratorium is back in place. So now we move on to resolution number 1. I get a motion to accept the minutes from June 21st, 2023.
you.
I almost skipped it.
So moved.
Can I get a second?
Second.
All those in favor? Aye.
I'm sorry, who offered it?
Susie?
Susie,
Thank you.
Donna, and Shannon.
Thank you.
All right, so the first resolution is a resolution making the probationary promotion appointment of a lieutenant, Town of Carmel Police Department. Councilman Shannon?
Resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Carmel, acting as Commissioners of the Police Department, hereby appoints Sergeant Neil Brown to the position of Lieutenant, effective immediately on a promotional probationary basis, subject to the provisions of civil service law and the civil service rules and regulations. I offer this resolution as read.
Second.
Seconded by Councilman Lombardi. Roll call, please.
Councilman Baranowski.
Yes.
Councilman Lombardi.
Pleasure.
Councilwoman McDonough.
Yes.
Councilman Shannell.
Yes, with pleasure.
Supervisor Kazari.
Yes. Congratulations,
Congratulations.
Lieutenant Brown. Our second resolution is making probationary promotional appointment of sergeant to the Town of Carmel Police Department. Resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Carmel, acting as Commissioners of the Police Department, hereby appoints Detective Kevin Anderson to the position of sergeant, effective immediately, on a promotional probationary basis, subject to the provisions of civil service law and civil service rules and regulations. I offer this resolution as read.
Second.
Seconded by Councilwoman McDonough. Can we have a roll call, please?
Councilman Baranowski.
Yes.
Councilman Lombardi.
With pleasure.
Councilwoman McDonough.
Yes.
Councilman Shannell.
Yes, with pleasure.
Supervisor Kazari.
Yes. Congratulations, Kevin, on being a sergeant.
Congratulations.
Our third resolution is accepting annual fiscal report for the town's independent auditor for fiscal year ending 2022. Councilwoman McDonough, could you read that?
Sure. Resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Carmel hereby accepts the comprehensive financial independent audit report of the town's independent auditor, PKF O'Connor Davies, for fiscal year 2022. Just 1 second. And hereby directs Town Clerk Ann Spotford to publish all notices required in connection herewith in the official newspaper of the town. I offer this resolution as read.
Seconded.
Seconded by Baranowski. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Number 3 passed. Number 4 is in support, resolution in support of application to New York State Affordable Housing Corporation, Putnam County Housing Corporation. Councilman Lombardi, could you read that?
Sure, whereas the Town Board of the Town of Carmel has been advised that Danae McKay, Deputy Director of Putnam County Housing Corporation, that Putnam County Housing Corporation is in the process of applying for a $300,000 home improvement grant for the New York State Affordable Housing Corporation. And whereas the purpose of such grant and application is to assist Putnam County homeowners in making necessary repairs and improvements to their homes to bring structure into compliance with all applicable laws and regulations, including but not limited to installation, replacing or repairing of heating, plumbing, electrical, and related systems, and the elimination of all hazardous violations within residential homes in accordance with the applicable laws and regulations. Now therefore be it resolved, the Town Board of the Town of Carmel offers this resolution and hereby states its support for the aforesaid application by PCHC to New York State Affordable Housing Corporation. It further supports the purposes, intent, and objectives in improving such conditions of residential housing within Putnam County. I offer this resolution as read.
Second.
Seconded by Councilwoman McDonough. All those in favor?
Aye.
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 Resolution number 4 passed. Number 5 is a resolution acknowledging emergency repairs, Carmel Water and Sewer Districts. Councilman Shannell?
Resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Carmel, acting as Commissioners of the various water and sewer districts of the Town of Carmel, hereby acknowledges the emergency performance of water and sewer district collection system/distribution system and treatment facility repairs as fully detailed in the revised memorandum of Town Engineer Richard J. Franzetti, P.E., to the Town Board dated July 6, 2023, as attached hereto and made a part thereof. I offer this resolution as read.
Second.
Seconded by Councilwoman McDonough. Can we please have a roll call?
Councilman Baranowski?
Yes.
Councilman Lombardi?
Yes.
Councilwoman McDonough?
Yes.
Councilman Shano?
Yes.
Supervisor Kazari?
Yes. Number 5 passed. Our sixth resolution is authorizing purchase of ultraviolet disinfectant bulbs, Carmel Sewer District Number 2 wastewater treatment plant. Whereas Infomark LLC, operators of Carmel Sewer District Number 2 wastewater treatment plant, and Town Engineer Richard J. Franzetti, P.E., have each advised the Town Board of the Town of Carmel that the ultraviolet disinfectant bulbs at the Carmel Sewer District Number 2 wastewater treatment plant are in need of replacement, and whereas Infomark LLC and Town Engineer have each further advised the Town Board that the acquisition of the aforesaid ultraviolet bulbs are exempt from the New York General Municipal Law as a sole source exception. Now therefore be it resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Carmel, acting as Commissioners of Carmel Sewer Districts Number 2, hereby accepts and adopts the recommendations of Infomark LLC and the Town Engineer, and authorize the acquisition and installation of the referenced ultraviolet disinfectant bulbs from Trojan Technologies, Ontario, Canada, in accordance with the proposal dated June 1st, 2023, respectively, at an aggregate cost not to exceed $17,380. Be it further resolved that 50% of the cost will be reimbursed to the Town of Carmel by the New York City Department of Environmental Protection as an incremental cost due to and payable under the existing operations and maintenance contract, and be it further resolved that Town Supervisor Michael Kazari is hereby authorized to sign any and all documentation necessary to authorize the actions contained herein, and be it further resolved that Town Controller Mary Ann Maxwell is hereby authorized to make any and all necessary budget transfers or modifications required to fund the cost of this authorization. I offer this resolution as read.
Second.
Seconded by Councilman Lombardi. If we could have a roll call, please.
Councilman Baranowski?
Yes.
Councilman Lombardi?
Aye.
Councilwoman McDonough?
Yes.
Councilman Shano?
Yes.
Supervisor Kazari?
Yes, resolution number 8 passed. Number 7 is waiving the notice required in Section 64 of the New York State ABC law with respect to a liquor license for Lake House Restaurant and Bar Corp. Doing business as Lake House Restaurant. Councilwoman McDonough, could you read that?
Sure, whereas the representatives and/or proprietors of Lake House Restaurant, 825 South Lake Boulevard, Auxiliary Building, Mahopac, New York, have advised of the intention to apply for an on-premises liquor license for which 30 days advance notice of such application must be sent to the municipality. And whereas the notice required by Article 5 of the ABC law may be waived by the town board, and whereas the Town of Carmel Town Board does not intend to comment upon the application referred to herein. Now therefore be it resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Carmel hereby waives the 30-day notice requirement contained in Article 5 of the Alcoholic and Beverage Control Law, and states that it does not intend to offer any comments regarding said application for a liquor license at the premises referred herein. And be further resolved, the Town Clerk, Ann Spofford, is hereby authorized to sign a waiver of said notice on behalf of the Town of Carmel. I offer this resolution as read.
Seconded.
Seconded by Baranowski. All those in favor? Aye. So number 7 passed. Our 8th resolution is authorizing purchase of firearm equipment, Town of Carmel Police Department. Councilman Lombardi, could you read that one?
Whereas on September 16, 2021, the Town Board of the Town of Carmel, upon the recommendation of Chief of Police Anthony Hoffman, in his memo dated September 8, 2021, accepted the proposal of Jurek Brothers, Inc., Greenfield, Mass., for purchase of 37 Smith & Wesson M&P 40 M2.0 pistols at a total cost not to exceed $15,908.15. And whereas Police Chief Anthony Hoffman, in his memo dated June 21, 2023, had requested that the Town Board authorize the replacement of the previously authorized .40 caliber pistol units with 9mm pistol units instead. Now therefore be it resolved, the Town Board of Town of Carmel authorizes the purchase of 38 Smith & Wesson M&P 9 M2.0 metal pistols, 9mm 4.25 BBL, optics ready from Jurek Brothers, Greenfield, Mass. In their proposal dated May 31, 2023, and be it further resolved that the purchase of 35 Holston number HE509T-RDX2 LEM optics from Jurek Inc., Greenfield, Mass. Is hereby authorized in connection with the acquisition of the new 9mm pistols, and be it further resolved that the overall cost of the exchange from the .40 caliber pistols to the 9mm pistol units and the corresponding optic units shall not exceed $19,000. And be it further resolved, the Town Supervisor Michael Kazera is hereby authorized to execute any and all documentation reasonably necessary to effectuate the purchase authorized herein. And be it further resolved that Mary Ann Maxwell, Town Controller, is hereby authorized to make any and all necessary budget transfers or modifications required to fund the cost of this authorization. I offer this resolution as read.
Second.
Seconded by McDonough and Shannell. And a roll call, please.
Councilman Baranowski?
Yes.
Councilman Lombardi? Councilwoman McDonough?
Yes.
Councilman Shannell?
Yes.
Supervisor Kazari?
Yes, number 8 passed. Our 9th resolution is accepting proposal for waterproofing services, Carmel Sewer District Number 4. Councilman Shannell, could you read that?
Resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Carmel, acting as Commissioners of Carmel Sewer District Number 4, hereby accepts the proposal of Savvy and Sons Incorporated, Amston, Connecticut, for waterproofing services required for the Lakeshore Drive Pump Station within Carmel Sewer District Number 4 at a cost not to exceed $19,370. In accordance with the proposal dated July 31st, 2023, and be it further resolved that the Town Supervisor Michael S. Kazari hereby authorizes to sign any and all documentation necessary to accept the proposal authorized herein. And be it further resolved that the Town Controller Mary Ann Maxwell is hereby authorized to make any and all necessary budget transfers or modifications required to fund the cost of this authorization. I offer this resolution as read.
Second.
Second.
Seconded by Councilman Lombardi and Councilwoman McDonough. Can we have a roll call, please?
Councilman Baranowski?
Yes.
Councilman Lombardi?
Aye.
Councilwoman McDonough?
Yes.
Councilman Shannell?
Yes.
Supervisor Kazari?
Yes. So there's going to be a blood drive here tomorrow, sponsored by Assemblyman Matt Slater here at the Town Hall, 60 McAlpin Avenue. It will be, Friday. Take that back. So there'll be a blood drive Friday, the 4th, sponsored by Councilman Matt Slater here at the Town Hall, 60 McAlpin Avenue. It's going to be from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. It's sponsored by him and being run by the American Red Cross. To sign up, there is a link on the Town Hall's website. Also, you could go to redcrossblood.org and look up on that sponsor code CARMEL, C-A-R-M-E-L. There's a Purple Heart ceremony at the VFW Mahopac on East Lake Boulevard. That's going to be Monday, August 7th at 11:30 p.m.
A.M.
a.m. Very good. So Purple Heart, 11:30 a.m. on Monday the 7th. Again, the police department and the volunteers did a tremendous job with Mr. Clayton in finding him, and it was a really nice night out that they did last night, too. So anybody else have comments?
Nothing?
No, Steve?
No.
We're going into executive session. We've got personnel matters with Chief Hoffman. We have litigation updates from our attorney, Gregory Falchetti, and then we have personnel items to discuss. Can I get a motion to adjourn? Second? Go to executive session and then adjourn.
And adjourn from there, yeah.
And adjourn from there. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Have a good night, everyone.
Thank you, Ann.
Second?
Greg, second.